Good evening. A huge game coming up for Mahendra Singh Dhoni and his team on Friday. And joining us in the studio, one former Indian captain with a bat in his hand, Krishnamacharya Srikanth, flanked on either side by two legends from Pakistan who are ready to unleash the thunderbolts at him. Waqar Younis, Aqib Javed, welcome back to the studios. But before that, before we get to them, let's get to what's getting set up at Ahmedabad. Dhoni and his men arrive under greater pressure for the clash at the Motera. Pakistan produced a very strong performance in Bangalore, while India have several areas to improve after an embarrassing show at the Chinnaswamy. That's right, the very famous rivalry in the history of cricket getting off to a cracker of a start. But Krish Srikanth, coming to you first. It's possibly, if I could say, it's a do-or-die situation right now for India. We have to win this game to come back into the series, or else we are losing a T20 series to Pakistan.
Definitely, yes. We can't afford to do that. I think one good thing that's happening for India is tomorrow they're playing at Ahmedabad. Ahmedabad wicket, as you know, slightly flat and lowish kind of wicket. I think where guys like Irfan might not get that kind of bounce and lift because the wicket conditions in Bangalore are very useful. I'm sure Dr. Aqib Javed and Mr. Waqar Younis sitting next to me probably will not agree to that fact. But the fact of the matter is, I'm sure Ravi Ashwin will play in the 11 instead of either Jadeja or what do you call Rohit Sharma. So I think India, don't worry. Come on, India, don't worry. Just play a game. Fine, one match lost, but just don't worry. Go play a game. Don't worry too much about the wickets. Play a natural game, you're on.
All right, play a natural game and be on. We'll talk about team composition surely in a bit. But before that, Waqar, how important is it for Pakistan to, hammer in a second blow? You've come to this, Pakistan has come to India after 5 years, a much hyped, much anticipated series has started. You've won the first game in fascinating style. How important will it be for Pakistan to wrap it up in Ahmedabad tomorrow?
Look, it's very important to win the first game, get it out of the way, that nerves are gone out of the way. I think Pakistan are a lot more confident now after winning the first game. It would have been totally the opposite if Pakistan would have lost the game. But it's a different ball game now. It's a different series for Pakistan. Pakistan is going to come out very positive again, and they're going to play really well. And both the senior players in the team like Hafiz and Shoaib Malik, who needed runs badly, got runs, which is really good to see. And we all know that Pakistani bowling is pretty good. And I think with the confidence boost in the first game, I think they'll come very positive.
Rakib, obviously, whenever it is an India-Pakistan game, and in Pakistan, obviously, for both teams, but this time the result seems to have, had a huge rub-on effect on the cricketers in Pakistan even now. Misbah-ul Haq, who's yet to arrive for the one days, has apparently sent an SMS to the team saying fantastic results, but let's not get carried away. Surely this team is gearing up to hammer another pounding on India in the second game.
Yeah, they are capable because they have good balance, very attacking fast bowling. Good to see Umar Gul hitting the deck hard. He got few Yorkers. That's his strength. So I think Pakistan team is on with the tall giant. I think he made a difference because if you see the 11th or 12th over, when he took a wicket of Kohli, that was, I think, the turning point. Srikanth just mentioned the pitch, Ahmedabad's pitch, but I think there was nothing wrong with the pitch which India lose that match. I think it's about their decision making. They have to make
does a pitch matter for a guy who's 7 feet tall?
Obviously, he's gonna produce same amount of bounce, and if India wants to win, they need to pick a right 11.
I can see the look on Chika's face. I'm not sure whether he would have loved to face Mohammad Irfan, but Mohammad Irfan, you've seen him bowling, wicket to wicket when he started, and Gambhir and even Rahane to a certain extent looked to be in a fair bit of trouble.
That's right. I think all of us were very impressed with Irfan. I'm not saying no at all. But don't forget, Indians also have played with guys like Bruce Reid. Only thing is probably Bruce Reid was also equally tall and almost as tall as Mohammad Irfan.
And don't forget Joel Garner, 6 feet.
Joel Garner. So, but the point is, definitely wicket does matter. I would agree with Aqib Javed saying wickets don't matter because medium pacers, they all know what wicket conditions are. Bangalore had a little bit of juice. Ahmedabad, I doubt whether it'll have a bit of juice. So, looking at that factor, I still feel, okay, fine. But don't forget, Pakistan batting was also pretty brittle, man. Don't forget that. In all fairness, that particular day, even the easy total was made, Pakistan made a mess of it the last over. So, the Pakistan batting, in all fairness, I'm talking about neutral analysis, is that their batting is also pretty brittle. They have fantastic bowling. Sorry. So it's always going to be Pakistan bowling versus India batting.
Right, Waqar, you've seen Ravichandran Ashwin, over the last couple of seasons. How important is he to the team? And do you think, after being jolted in this first game, having lost the first game and facing up to a situation which you have to win this match to save the series or rather equal the series, Dhoni will be forced to take Ashwin back in the team?
Oh, for sure. I mean, he's got no other choice. I mean, the amount of pressure has been built over him by media, by all of us, by himself, I guess, because he hasn't really done well in the last couple of years. He's losing Test series, he has lost one-day series also, and also this 2020 first one. And this is going to hurt. It's definitely hurting him inside, and he's going to make sure that he'll take the right decisions this time around. And Ashwin, I'm really still confused why didn't he play the first one. I mean, just imagine after the first spell, India picking up 3 wickets, and you have Ashwin in the bag with four overs, easily winning.
In fact, Ashwin, when he was caught up by one of the commentators during the game, and he said that sometimes even Fernando Torres doesn't play for Chelsea. One doesn't understand where that comparison came from. But Akib, the amount of anticipation fans have in wanting to see a Ravi Ashwin spearheading the Indian attack. But the theory which Waqar that they had Chika on the back foot, we'll bring it back again. India going in with what is being termed off in cricket circles with a 2.5-man bowling attack. What's your take on that?
I think it's a wrong approach. In T20, it's only 20 overs. Pick your 5 batsmen, and Dhoni is considered himself as a batsman. So I think with Dhoni number 6, then you need 5 bowlers. Okay, 5 bowlers and then 1 all-rounder. If you look at Pakistan, they have 5 bowlers except Mohammad Hafiz. So they have options. And then, I mean, even it's from Test cricket to T20, you need to have a balanced bowling lineup if you want to win matches.
Right.
It's not about T20 just bowling dot
It's not purely a batsman's game.
It's nothing to do with the batting. It's about taking wickets. If you want to win even a T20 game, you need to take wickets.
Chika, let's ask you a little bit more on this. That the fact that would you like to bring what is the sort of combination you're looking at? Will it be Ashwin in for possibly say a Dinda? So India this time has 9 batsmen.
I think I hope the captain and the coach especially is not hearing it. I mean, definitely not. I thought Dindwa bowled pretty well. You will be having those 3 medium pacers, the same 3 medium.
Will Ravindra Jadeja play? Will you pick him?
I mean, if I was a captain, I will not pick Ravindra Jadeja. Because I'll still take a chance with Rohit Sharma because, as you know, suppose there's a sudden enough spate of wickets falling earlier on, I think Guy will be there. Because Jadeja, I mean, for me, I'm very surprised. Jadeja is the kind of a guy, if you see the last year's IPL, Jadeja plays under Dhoni himself. And out of the totally 80 matches, that is 80 overs he should have bowled. Hardly bowled to 30 overs. So Dhoni, I don't think has that much of confidence in Ravindra Jadeja's bowling capabilities.
Right.
But I think he's playing more because he considers himself all-rounder.
Rohit Sharma will bat again number 7.
I mean, that's a big question mark, but you cannot help it. I mean, don't forget, you'll have to...
What's your take? Are you convinced by what Chika said?
No, I was going to ask Chika just something else, totally different, because what he said about the pitch, that the pitch is going to be slow and low, and it's going to be more favorable to the Indian batsmen.
That's right.
But what about the Indian bowling? I mean, fair enough, the youngster Kumar bowled really well. I was very impressed. But if the wicket is slow and it's dry, it's not going to swing that much. It's going to come onto the bat. So what about the bowling then? Your bowling is going to go down. So, I mean, it's a catch-22.
That's right, catch-22. But then that's better off for the Indian point of view, Waqar, to answer your question is, rather than having a wicket...
That's why I say they have to have their 5 bowlers.
Waqar, you'll have to understand one thing. You have 3 fast bowlers, right? If Ravichandran Ashwin comes in, he's a fourth bowler.
Fine.
Don't forget, in all fairness, Yuvraj Singh has done a good job as a T20 bowler. I mean, you'll have to give it to him. The T20 World Cup against Pakistan, he did well. Against South Africa, he did well.
Right.
So you can consider Yuvraj as a genuine all-rounder, at least the 2020 format.
Right. Very, very quickly, we'll have much more of this discussion when we look ahead to the game on Friday. Final word from you, Waqar, on this one, at least, very quickly. The IPL, a lot of us, including the media critics, have slammed the IPL for India's recent performances or the lack of it. But it seems that the other teams are picking up after the 2007 World Cup. India, as an international T20 team, has struggled to find its feet, whereas Pakistan is doing so well. West Indies have learned to play spin. England are playing spin so well. What's going on?
Look, IPL is a huge tournament. It's big. It's got so much money involved. There are people behind it. There are a lot of energy being put into that. But when you talk about the Indian cricket, I said it in the Hindi version also, that they don't really concentrate on the Indian team. They're more concentrated, they're more worried about the IPL team than the Indian team. I think Indian team needs a bit of concentration.
Right.
And younger players should be indulged. If you got such a big league, such a young, good players, I've seen a lot of good players.
Right.
Why are they not in the team?